Now consider the alternative. What if I am right? What if the prophecy is true? What if tomorrow the war could be over? Isn't that worth fighting for? Isn't that worth dying for?
The Black Prince, directed by Kavi, is a biopic about the last Maharaja of the Sikh Empire, Duleep Singh, who was forcibly taken from his home at 5 years old and raised in Britain under Queen Victoria and Christianity. Later nicknamed the Black Prince of Perthshire, Duleep grows to realise his place as the king of the Sikh people and breaks away from British rule, hoping to not only reclaim his Punjab kingdom from the British Empire, but also his faith in Sikhism. What I appreciate most about this film is that it isn't afraid to let these characters make morally questionable decisions, really embracing the dramatic heft and conflict of world history. What we get here is a close character study of Duleep Singh, spanning from the tragically spoiled, preppy English prince to a dying, embittered, yet spiritually satiated old man. Tragic, of course, in a different way, but it's within this character arc that we look at big ideas, such as the importance of individual identity and spiritual freedoms, the dangers of imposing a foreign culture on a pre-established society, the kinds of capabilities a king has without a kingdom, and of course, cultural appropriation, personified perfectly within Duleep Singh, played by Indian actor, singer, and poet Satinder Sartaaj, who, so far as I can tell, is taking his first film role here. And I have to say, I like what he's doing with the role. It could be argued that he had a blank face for most of the film and struggled to emote, but I feel, whether purposefully or not, this lent well to the kind of man he was portraying. Someone suppressed, no more than a puppet. Indian actress Shabana Azmi plays Duleep's mother, Rani Jindan, in what I felt was the strongest performance in the film. None of her dialogue is in English, but even so, she really carries the emotional weight of the film and works to really reaffirm the horror of the British intervention in India. MVP for sure. Jason Fleming is also in this film, and I just want to say briefly that I like seeing him in a role where he gets to flex his dramatic muscles. Great stuff. I'd also like to touch on the costuming, which was absolutely fantastic. Shout out to Linda Hazeman, Ariana Del Ciro, and Arinda Bula for creating not only beautiful costumes to look at, but also a fast, visual way to communicate Duleep's complicated relationship with both Punjab and British culture. But if I was to have one criticism of The Black Prince, it would be in its pacing. It endeavours to cover an entire lifetime, which is no easy feat, and understandably some things will be omitted for time and condensed. As such, certainly things like Duleep's deteriorating relationship with his family and his relationship and effect on the Sikh people is sadly left to the wayside, which drains the film of some of its stakes and its sense of immediacy, which is unfortunate. So there you have it. Kavi is himself an Indian-born British filmmaker, so a project like this of course appeals to him, and it's obvious how much reverence he has for the material. The Black Prince is not a perfect film, but it's certainly an emotional and captivating one. Duleep Singh's story is one that we should all know, so go see it.
No matter what they say, I'm still the king. Now the storm is coming, the storm is coming.